does culture mean to you? Also in terms of the Greenwich Cultural Forum, the GCF, out of the report, the roles, responsibilities, and recognition, which are the key questions that are coming out. Fantastic. I can try 5, you can say stop watching. So, in terms of describing myself, I'm a white, male, privileged, ancestry being in this country for many, many years, Jewish. That's my, and so in terms of what does culture mean to me, well, from that background, culture, is food and music and everything that goes along with it. But I come from a Jewish background, straight at these days, everything that happens with Jeremy Corbyn, that's what I'm going to get to that. But that's my background, and then I worked at the Body Shop for 10 years doing international franchising, so all my work has been in an international sphere, working in Japan, Korea, Mexico, Philippines, all sorts of places. And then I ran away and joined a carnival troupe because I experienced a carnival workshop, Brazilian inspired, and I ran away and joined a carnival troupe for 10 years, called Carnival Directive, and ran that troupe. But what attracted me to the Body Shop was it being a force for social change, and then realising that the arts could be an even greater force for social change. So that's my passion. That's my passion. I hate that word, passion. That's been the driving force through my career. And arts got kind of diversity, and worked there for 6 years or so, through a whole period of time where the Arts Council put huge amounts of funding into a project called Decibel, which was all about raising the profile, in those days called black and minority ethnic artists. Now I would say black and minoritized, although it's still in my spell check, it doesn't like minoritized, it's not a word yet. So anyway, so years, we're an MPO, so we get regular funding from the Arts Council. And it started as an organisation 40 years ago as a reaction to Thatcher saying there's no such thing as community. And it was a group of, it wasn't me, I wasn't there, a group of artists and educators. And the founder was sitting in a play, I think it was Shakespeare, getting a bit sleepy and a bit bored, saw the emergency exit, and it's like, no, we want to be out there where people live, work, play. That's where we want to make our art. So that's what we do. So we do carnivals, we do processions, we do fireworks, we create touring pieces. We've just, our last piece on Wednesday was one of the biggest ever, which was when Amal, the puppet refugee from Syria through the walk, when she came to Coventry, we did a big sound and light show in Coventry and welcomed Amal. So, and now what I'm kind of saying in my work is that, raising issues, we've got to go beyond. When I started working in Greenwich, there was no getting together within the sector, so to speak. So the first time it happened when Greenwich went to be Borough of Culture, I think in 2016, and there was a meeting called, and I went to that meeting, and I said, this is the first time I've met the cultural sector, whatever that means. Whoever was invited to that meeting, it's the first time I've met them, it's in this room. Surely we should be getting together regularly. So it was like, yes, let's do it. So we set up the Greenwich Cultural Forum. And the first meeting, Viv was there, Tracy said, there were various people there. You were there, there were people in this room who were there. It was probably not representative of the whole community of Greenwich, but it was absolutely, from its very first moment, pointed out and important that everybody was invited. But it wasn't an organisation, it wasn't a thing, it was just going to be a monthly, we'll meet up and see what happens and see who we meet. I think it's been, and if you like, one of the roles and responsibilities of a public funded body is, I can't help but do it. So the latest thing I'm setting up is a cultural educational partnership in Greenwich, again, which is more focused around schools and education work. So I don't do it because that's what the Arts Council say you have to do as an NPO. I do it because I think it's just important. I want to meet and work with other people doing similar things. And of course, you know, the issues around diversity within the sector. Again, COVID, through that whole period of expression just being talked about, that kind of the whole world exploding, you know, the Black Lives Matter, there's now a whole word for the importance. And my guiding mantra now is take back control. That's what we were sold, that was the idea, that's the policy we were